When cops serve
I found 4 cases highlighting extreme Karen behavior, featuring 4 individuals who later faced the consequences. What at first looks like an unassuming young mother and child is in fact the suspect, Destiny Froese.
On the scooter, all these pedestrians out here. Yeah. She's hauling ass around me. All that she did to ask her, not supposed to ride. I do it all the time. Yeah. Start taking a picture. And when she grabbed Ace's hand and pulled Ace toward her and start fighting, grab him by her wrist and start fighting to get the palm off of Ace.
Did she ever throw any punches or anything?
Yep, one, but it landed right here on Ace.
Hit her on her shoulder.
Officer Gabriel Fisher responded to the scene at the Grand Central bus station in
Ladies out here with a baby on her lap on a scooter assaulting people. Respect. I'll say the things that nobody wants to say. She's pretty wicked.
In St. Petersburg, Florida. It turned out that, as unbelievable as it sounded, the 911 call had been correct. As witnesses corroborated to Officer Fisher, a woman with an infant strapped to her chest had been rapidly riding a scooter and assaulted an elderly female security guard.
Hey man, what's going on?
Nothing, I missed my bus.
Okay, give me your information right now because you're being detained on
For
suspicion
what?
of assault. You on battery.
Assault?
You put your hands on the security.
Are you serious?
Give me your name and information right now.
If you want it, you can get it from
No,
here.
I'm not getting it from anybody else. You give me your information right now.
Please
ma'am.
excuse me.
Do not do
Please
this.
excuse me.
You have a child on your chest.
Exactly.
Do
Look
not
how
do
close
this.
you are.
I mean, I don't like the cop either, but also, what a wild set of circumstances here. It's like, do not make me shoot you and the baby. Ma'am, do not make me shoot you. That baby is now a human shield.
Do not cause issues while you have a
Is your
child.
body
What is
cam
wrong?
on?
Yes, it's on.
Perfect, thank you.
Give me your information right now.
No, thank you. I'm leaving. I am leaving. Am I under arrest?
You're being detained.
No.
Yes, you
Detained
are.
for what?
I told you already, for battery.
In the state of Florida,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's in the state of Florida, assault and battery offenses are classified as misdemeanors, and also they give you money for doing it. It's not only not illegal, but they think it's a good idea to do it.
battery is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to a year's sentence or a $1,000 fine. However, as the victim is a licensed security guard, the charge would actually be a felony with much harsher sentencing guidelines.
I'll call my attorney on that one too.
You
Yes.
Bro, you said luckily the baby hasn't fully spawned in, so no trauma from this. That baby is growing up in Florida. If you think that the baby is not going to grow up to be just like her mom and like do felony assaults on security officers on scooters, you're out of your mind. There's like a 98% chance that the baby does the same thing by the age of 6. That's just how Florida operates, dude.
Stop trying to pull away from me. Stop it. What is your deal? Just give me your information. All right. So you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna go to jail, and your child's gonna.
Stop! You're being too aggressive! Stop!
Put your hand down. Don't raise your hand at me.
Stop! You're
Ma'am, no. Listen. You're gonna
No.
go to protect. You're gonna go to jail, and your child's gonna
No,
protect
but
the service.
don't say that about my child! That's
Stop.
not fair to
You
me!
need to listen.
I want to make fun of her, but I do also kind of feel bad for her because honestly, it's like, bro, come on. She's a lady with a baby strapped to her chest. Like, obviously, she's probably trying to get to work or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, she's clearly not having a good time. And it's only made worse by the behavior of the cops in the situation. Even if technically she's in the wrong and they're in the right, I feel like professionalism in this situation would be for the cops to basically behave in a manner that is de-escalatory rather than piling on and making shit worse. Stop caping for this white lady. Police that do this to white women will do this, if you are black, by the way, will do this in tenfold to you. I don't know why you think that this is like anything different. I'm also mentioning to you something that's very important to understand. I'm not saying she's in the right here. I'm saying she's in the wrong. Reckless endangerment of the child's life, possible assault on an elderly security officer. All of that stuff is wrong. But I feel like there's a better way to deal with the situation, and the cops are not doing that. Because the moment that she starts yelling and stuff is the moment where the situation went south.
On top of all this, she's putting herself at risk of losing custody of her child and showing herself as an unfit mother. But despite all the trouble she's just brewed up for herself, she somehow thinks it's a good idea to act like this.
Child's gonna protect the service.
It's kind of crazy that the baby is so chill. Respect to the child, you know what I mean? Like low key. If I'm a baby, I'd be crying at this moment. I'd be going goo goo gaga. Like, what the baby's like, this is the chillest day in Florida for me. I'm used to it, you know? Not even a goo goo nor a gaga up in this bitch.
You live here in St. Peter now?
I live at the Alpha House in Pinellas.
The Alpha House of Pinellas?
The Alpha House, a homeless facility? Oh, God. It's for homeless mothers. Jesus Christ, dude. That sucks. See, that's what I mean.
Fed up with her attitude and appalled by her total disrespect for her own child, Officer Fisher walks away to speak with the actual victim.
It's like, yeah, watch this dumbass Karen get owned, guys. Lol. I hope chat feels better about preying on her downfall, because either she works with homeless mothers at Alpha House or is directly a homeless mother. That's why the first thing I said, YouTubers think a Karen being arrested is the same as a homeless mother being afraid of getting her child taken from her. The thing is, like, I immediately noticed that, like, she's not obviously all right. Sometimes it's good to, like, try to better understand people's circumstances, right? Like, she has a baby on her chest. Clearly, she has to take the baby everywhere she goes. You know what I mean? Clearly, she's already like not in a good situation. This doesn't mean it's appropriate for her to like assault elderly security officers and that's a whole different can of worms, obviously. She shouldn't even have to be a security officer, let's be real. Homeless or not, she's still being an if I lost my legs or something that wouldn't give me permission to suddenly be racist. Honestly, the cop and the lady are unlikable. I know. I never said that she's actually correct. I said that she did the wrong thing. Why is this so profoundly hard for many to comprehend? The lady, the white lady with the child, very clearly did a wrong thing. But sometimes, even if you're doing the wrong thing, cops should rise above that. They're the ones who have the power to take your freedom away. They're the ones in that circumstance to be able to literally take your child away from you. So cops should deal with issues with a tremendous more empathy, with a tremendous amount of empathy, given the power dynamic that they have in every circumstance. That is my perspective. So while she's in the wrong, the white lady with the child, the homeless white woman with the child is obviously in the wrong. The cops should be working to de-escalate. They should be leading with empathy. And anybody that looks at her circumstances and goes, nah, that, she's a bitch, all this is ridiculous. Is ridiculous.
But again, I mean, listen, I don't know what the other side is alleging right now other than you put your hands on it, okay?
I didn't put my hands on her until she swung back at me because I went to snatch the phone out of her hands.
Destiny doesn't realize it, but even after being told the definitions of every crime she's being investigated for, she just admitted to committing battery by stating she was the first person to unlawfully touch the others.
They said froze?
Yeah. Am I being placed under arrest?
Do you want to talk to me or not?
I'm asking a question so I can make arrangements. Am I being placed under arrest?
More than likely you're going to jail. Do you want to talk to me or no? Do you want to answer any questions about what happened? Or tell your side of the story?
Like what?
Do you want to? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
It's so wild to me that there is definitely like a decent amount of people that immediately go, well, her vibes are off. So I think it's valid for the cops to like literally arrest this person. And I think it comes from a place of not really understanding the repercussions. I'm not a prison abolitionist. I've talked about the necessity for detainment and the necessity for at least maintaining the presence of law and order many, many times over. But the standard to clear for someone's freedom being taken away from them, even for a brief moment, must be incredibly high. This person needs to be an immediate danger to those around her. Just simply putting her child in a circumstance that is dangerous is not enough. Especially when detainment in this situation would literally put the child in a worse overall condition. I cannot believe that this is the way that this is going, and it's being presented as like a Karen getting their comeuppance. It's like, bro, this is literally like a pregnant homeless woman with one child already, and is having a bad day. But having a bad day and trying to like snatch the phone out of an elderly security guard's hands, and then having a little bit of a scuffle should not lead. Like something that you can just like, if you put both of them together, okay, de-escalated the situation appropriately, and if you sat both of those people down together and had them talk it out about their own circumstances, they could deal with that. They could easily deal with that situation. It's like breaking up a fight in a playground. The consequences of that should not be the removal of this child from this pregnant homeless lady.
Ma'am, he's asking you if you want to answer questions.
And I need to make sure my son does not go into any of y'all's hands.
Ma'am, let's worry about this side of it first, and then obviously I'm not going to rip a child out of a mom's arms. It's not how this works.
Hey.
I think the reason why she thinks that, she attacked a 66-year-old woman, dude. She could have seriously hurt her and her child. Okay, but she didn't. I hate people that are like this, dude. Please. Do you think even if she didn't, the likelihood that like it could have happened, do you think it's good to just like ruin 3 lives at that point? Americans have to reevaluate the way they look at crime and punishment. What's to stop her from doing it again? The top of the hour ad break is stopping her from doing it again. Yeah, she's a serial assaulter of like 66-year-old security people. I can't believe your solution to this person having a fucked up day with very minor repercussions is take the child, put the child in the system, take the pregnant mother in the system, put the mother in the system too. That's mind-boggling, man. She's homeless already anyway. Maybe we'll put a roof over her head with the state.
Destiny continues ignoring the officer, calling a family member to come pick up her child, whose safety she's suddenly very concerned with. Now, where was that concern when she was assaulting a grandmother?
Is that dad or a friend?
That's his aunt.
His aunt?
Yeah.
Okay. Social worker here, Jesus Christ, some of the chatters are horrifying. Taking away a child should always be the last resort. The fact that so few are asking, can we get her into mental health services and steady food and housing is sad. Exactly. That was my point. I love how quickly a bunch of you turn into little fascists though. Like, holy shit. Americans, when you talk to them about foreign policy, or Americans, when you talk to them about like non-punitive approaches to criminal justice, literally turn into little Adolf Hitlers like that. Like, it's just not even a question. There's like, let me put my Adolf Hitler hat on immediately. It's crazy.
So I guess I'm missing my work meeting too.
Like, she literally is annoying. That's the thing. Everybody understands that. But the punishment for being annoying and relentless after like doing something in the wrong should not be, all right, well, the state's taking your child away, dumbass. Like, come on, dude.
After a 30-minute wait, the child's Aunt Leah arrives to pick him up.
He'll let him know.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I tell you something real quick?
I'm gonna be easy.
Okay.
That I'm handling you or nothing, okay? Just relax, though.
Okay.
Destiny was charged with felony battery on a licensed security officer. At the time of this recording, the case remains ongoing, but considering her outright confession on camera, it's safe to say she'll likely face conviction.
Oh my God, I hate this so much. I hate the criminal justice system so much. Oh, I hate everything. Oh my God. Nobody ever thinks about like the real human toll of this entire situation. Oh my God. I totally understand why Lolo is brain broken. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, this is just so, this is so fucked up, dude. It's so fucked up. There is no justice there. Woo, woo. That's crazy, dog. Here is our very own public defender, Lol Overruled. I wish I could help more people understand how evil the prison really is. There's this thing that happens when someone realizes they're going to be incarcerated, and I think it manifests in different ways, but the few times I watch it happen, it's the same. I think the phrase, in like a lion, out like a lamb, the most animated, defiant, vivacious person is reduced to nothing. I've watched firsthand human beings shrink to nothing in front of me and come apart. I cannot explain this experience. I'm lucky to have only witnessed it a few times, but the energy shifts to a realization of what's happening. What comes next? Next, an acceptance of a crushing and brutal reality. Total detachment from life, from family, from friends, lovers, from routine. Absolute isolation and loneliness. An interior and exterior deterioration. A destruction that I can't even fathom and only watch from the side with my hands in my pocket. Cannot explain what it's like to watch this happen, to watch a person disappear in front of you, their humanity erased, their life put on hold, and for what? Most of the time, for nothing. And I'm so angry all the time and so sad. I wish people could see humanity in one another and could love each other better. It's such a waste. Another position that I unflinchingly push for is a rehabilitative approach to criminal justice.
On the 1st of July 2022, at the JetBlue terminal in Fort Lauderdale International Airport, a worker reported a relatively regular occurrence to an on-site police officer. Someone had left their luggage unattended. After searching its contents, the officer discovered that the bag belonged to a woman named Lisa Michelle Landy. With that name, JetBlue employees were able to find her information in the system and discover she was traveling. But it quickly came to light that her abandoning of her bag wasn't accidental, but rather extremely devious.
She's just leaving all her stuff, I guess.
It's like cargo. She didn't want to pay the $150 plus the bag fee, so she said, I'll leave it there now. They'll have to send it to me.
Did the, what time does the flight leave?
They're supposed to be boarding. It is delayed, so he's going to pull her from it, so.
Wait, what? Why?
And the deputy over there's also looking for her.
This is good.
What is happening? She like left their bag behind or something? She didn't want to have to pay the $150 bag fee, so she left it and said they'd have to send it to her. Oh.
So you'd have to send it to them if we locate the name and everything.
I mean, I think that's devious, but like in a good way.
So they that's how they kind of jump over the
Yep.
150.
Yep.
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. She should be killed.
Lisa had left her 83-pound bag to avoid paying a $150 fee. By leaving it unattended in the airport, a passenger can avoid the fee while the airline is forced to send it to the passenger's address at the airline's expense. Thankfully, the officer eventually receives an update that'll completely ruin this Karen's master plan.
Oh, jeez.
And now, you got to be even more concerned when you're driving because you don't know the person that's on the road.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yo! Lady! We don't speak that here! What are you saying? Are you kidding me? In the airport?
She's like, wow, you cursed in the airport? No, she said fucking asshole. Shut up. She didn't say the N-word, dude. Chill.
Public? You said the N-word?
Wait, what? Oh, she did? Wait, what? Yo! What the dude? Yo, I thought they believed it, so I thought she just said fucking asshole. Bro, she said it so fast. Like that rolled off her tongue. There's not even breathing room in that situation. Wait, hold on.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Bro, I did not. She dropped that like a 14-year-old in a COD lobby. That rolled off the tongue. I know they censored it, but there wasn't even like breathing room between. The sensory of the N-word was not long enough for me to suspect that there was a word that was censored. Like there was no gap. It was smooth. It was loaded up in the chamber, which is wild. It's just wild across the board on your own. Just like dropping that in there, dropping that towards a black person in the vicinity of other black people and a cop. Like every part of this is just like, that's insane.
Yo, lady, we don't speak that.
I thought it was really funny because like, I didn't realize she said that. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, don't desecrate the Fort Lauderdale airport. You know what I mean? It's like, no, she was right. That was valid. That was valid. Her reaction actually is maybe a little bit lighter than I suspected.
That here. What are you saying? Are you kidding me? In the airport? In public? You said the N-word? Are you serious? You're yelling that here. No, go. No, you're gonna go. No, you're gonna take your big fucking answer. Get that 83-pound suitcase. Excuse you, that's your
But in that last moment when Lisa shoved the officer, she went from free to go to committing battery on an officer.
Wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't even realize she's calling the black cop. I assume, like, did she say the N-word to a black cop? Oh my God. Okay, this one is actually crazy. This one, what? This is not even a Karen at this point. I don't know what this is, a hate criminal. The airport worker is black. Okay, so she's calling the black airport worker the N-word.
In 0 seconds flat. As we learned earlier from Destiny Froese, that's a felony carrying up to a 5-year sentence. And from here, things only get worse.
Go get it. Get downstairs, lady. Get downstairs.
I can't carry it.
No, get your go downstairs. Excuse you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Get your hands
You're gonna
off
get
me.
arrested. That's what. Excuse you.
Just stop.
No.
Stop.
No.
I want to see my
You're gonna
mother
be
tomorrow.
trespassed. No, you're arrested now.
He told me. No, I'm not arrested.
No.
Ow, you're
No.
on my foot.
Get. No.
Ow.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back. Put
Son,
your hands
no.
behind your back.
Not up to me. You're the one that's going to respond.
Excuse you. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh. Stop. Please stop. I
You
to
need
see
to
my
stop.
Mother. You're too young, so you don't
No,
understand.
I'm not.
What is
You're acting like a freaking lunatic.
Late 80s, dying of cancer.
Nobody cares right now because you're acting like a lunatic.
No, I still don't think the cops are right. I mean, it's funny, but yeah, I'll say it. Get mad at me. No, it's still f***ed up. If her mom is actually dying, she's probably just really drunk. Yeah, still.
At an airport,
I didn't do anything
you're
wrong.
shouting racist, derogatory terms
I just said
in the
no,
middle of
I
an
did
airport.
not do anything wrong. You thought my mom is dying of cancer.
No.
Lisa can add resisting arrest with violence to the offenses she's committed during her completely unnecessary tantrum. Another felony that can carry up to
You crazy? Throw that racist bitch in jail? Law? Nah. Is 100% chill with people getting police time for slurs? Yeah, I mean, screaming the N-word is definitely a little bit of alone time. You know what I mean? It's worthy of that. Oh my God. I love that people are like on the side of police in the situation like this, like as though the cops are like arresting her for saying the N-word. No, she's not. Yeah, cops are doing DEI chat. No, she's being disorderly. She's definitely drunk. Yeah, again, it's just like nuts that, yeah. Verbal hate crime, valid charges. Overall, though, again, in every single circumstance, like de-escalation, be above it. Be above it. You're a cop. You're supposed to withstand bullets. This is the woke police you've been worried about? Yeah.
a 5-year sentence. But as soon as she's subdued, she switches from vicious and violent to trying to play the sympathy card in a weak attempt to escape consequences.
All I want to do is see my mother.
You're not when you're blasted drunk, lady.
But this officer told me that tomorrow.
Damn, see? Oh my God. Are they taking her cuffs off immediately? Yo, that is white supremacy, I think, if they're doing
Well,
that.
not before you started
you're the one
yelling.
that
You know what
started
you
this.
just said?
You're
No.
a f***ing
Oh, I'm a spit.
Yo! What the fuck? Bro, why is she comboing? Bro, that's a slurred demon. Put a muzzle on her.
Oh, I'm a okay. I'm a. You got the wrong culture, lady.
Remember when I said hate crimes would come back? Well, Lisa just narrowly avoided committing one through her own stupidity and ignorance. Had the officer actually been Hispanic, she would have racked up another charge.
Wait, what? Wait. I'm sorry. What? That's how that works? It's not a hate crime if you just say a slur, but you don't say it to the right race. That's what this cop channel just said. I don't think that's how that works, man. I don't. I mean, maybe in Florida, I don't know. Fort Lauderdale, like, if you find out that, like, accidentally they're, like, half Mexican or something, you're cooked. Or maybe if someone is half white, half Mexican, and you use that slur against them, then technically it's still a hate crime, but it's half of a hate crime. So your sentence gets reduced by half. Is that how that works? What is this?
You have ID on you? No. Well, yeah, I'm gonna find your.
I got her. Just tell them we're at door 323.
323.
My mother.
Just tell them we're at door 232.
I think they took her cuffs off.
All that over a $150 baggage fee. In the end, Lisa Michelle Landry got lucky. The officers only charged her with one of the many felonies they could have: assault on an officer.
She got lucky? Bro, what? She got hit with assault because she pushed her bag in the vicinity of she's being a public nuisance, she's being disorderly, she's harassing people. What the she's got to do for y'all to see this as wrong? I don't think chatters understand. Wrong does not equal going to jail. I wouldn't have dropped the hate crime charges. That one was definitely the most dead to rights one. The other ones are just like racking up charges. Dude, God, the criminal justice system is so weird. For the record, for those of you who don't know, chatters, the way that this works is they always hit you with a book. You can always get hit with like resisting arrest, even if you're not. You can always get assaulting an officer, even if you're not, as you saw in this situation. Because she 100% did do a verbal hate crime, but she definitely did not assault an officer. That was a weak upcharge. Why can cops call people slurs and it's not a hate crime? I just thought about that. Well, because cops get a buff. When you're a cop, automatically you're all the races. So you can say all the slurs.
Lisa was also charged with misdemeanor disorderly intoxication, which is punishable by up to a year in jail. With video evidence against her, this Karen didn't stand a chance at trial, instead striking a plea bargain that landed her on community service and probation. Also, it should go without saying that she won herself a luxury, all-expenses-paid, lifetime ban from JetBlue Airlines.